and welcome everybody to ICA TV. And we are, I've got no idea what day it is, what time it is. I don't know if everybody's in the same boat at the moment, whether we're locked in, locked out, what we're doing, who's saying what we're allowed to do. Got no blooming idea. But we are, what I do know, we're with Jo today, this afternoon, and we are be recording this for our ICA TV, and we're going to learn all the secrets about what Jo does and how she's turning her profitable business into a training company, which is pretty bloody amazing. So Jo, welcome, my darling, to ICA TV.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here. Thank you.
It's very cool. And we've already talked about hair.
Yeah, we've already.
Mine's getting longer and longer, and it needs a
action here.
Cut the dead bits off. I know we're allowed hairdressers now, but it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about staying long.
Because you can do, because you've got a fringe, you can get away with it. See, I've got this. I just end up looking.
I could cut it for you.
Look like a nun.
Just shut your eyes, see what happens. That's what I do all the time. Look at this. If anybody's looked back on a few of my cozy chat corners, I cut my fringe about 2 months ago, and my God, have a look, ladies. Have a look. It was a bit harsh.
Did you do it with a bowl?
I'd actually probably do it with my eyes shut by the looks of it. So have a look and have a giggle. I think it's quite funny. Every time I see it, I go, ooh, that was a bit harsh. But that was before we were allowed out. But we're here today to talk about Jo, not our hair. We can talk about our hair if we want. Everybody can talk about their hair. Shape it off, it's easier. And Jo, tell us the name of your company.
So it's Branded and Covered. It's an online company, e-commerce. So it's brandedandcovered.com.
Okie dokie. And that, to me, branded means something about branding of a company.
Mm-hmm, that's
that
right.
Big hint. And covered something to do with product merchandise.
100%.
There you go. I was listening.
Yeah, well done. So what has happened is I was a custom printer and have been a custom printer for a few years now. And I ended up getting carried away, like people do, in the whole print on demand world. And what print on demand is that you don't actually physically make the product, you design it and you upload it. And then when a customer buys it, or you can buy it yourself, but when it's to be bought, they get it sent straight from the manufacturer. So somebody else prints it. And what I love about it is it reduces cost, reduces air miles and everything, because say somebody's out in New York, and often because the websites that I do have, my custom printing websites, one's in the beauty industry, one's for dogs and things like that, so all a bit obscure. But the beauty industry ones, I do these massive table covers and print them with the branding either side of like a lash bar and things like that. And very often, because the beauty industry in America is huge, isn't it? And people tend to spend more on their beauty there than they do here. It's still quite in its infancy here. So I'm often sending these things out to New York and things like that. And it's crazy that they'll incur customs charges. They're all being flown all over the place and all around the world.
I understand. Yeah.
So print on demand, if I sell something to somebody in Chicago or wherever, it doesn't have to be America, Germany, wherever, they order it, it's made in a factory somewhere in their country, sometimes even down the road from them, and then it ships straight to them.
And that's the joy now.
Yeah, that's a big wide world.
We're all connected to each other, and how fabulous is that? So within your main business, you take orders and then you help people create that from their brand.
So what has happened is that with the custom printing background as well, and I've got a sales background too, I sort of pulled everything together. So now I help other people. So not only am I doing print on demand, because there's so many different platforms out there and it can get really complicated and people don't know about positioning and things like that and pixels and all these different things. So what I do is I teach people, I find the right platform for people. I teach people how to do these various different ways of uploading and things like that, and designing and things like that. Or I have a done for you service where I do it for them. So
That's really cool. So moving into the training area, is that new to you?
it's new in this realm. So what I want to do is share. I'm obsessed with learning new things, really, and I want to share all this stuff that I've learned, because I've come to it from a physical background and then going into an uploading background. I can help with the whole package and bring it all together for people, and I can understand why it's really important that you do certain things and don't do other things. Whereas if you haven't got that background, you wouldn't necessarily know that. You can get so much from watching YouTube videos, admittedly, but you can't gel it all together like that. So what I've done is basically gone and done all the learning for people, and then I can now channel it into a way that works for them. So what I've done to take a step forward is with Branded and Covered, because from my sales background, I'm very interested in marketing, branding, and all of that, is that instead of doing print on demand where people come up with a pretty picture and they pop it on, now it's for you, your logo, your brand, your own branding, your own imagery, your taglines, things like that. You can create your own merchandise by doing this. And that is fantastic. So I'm not giving you a chance to get a word in edgeways. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good. Get a coffee.
Rest.
It's fine. Let me know when you've been it. No, good.
So you can imagine, obviously there's branding companies out there and companies provide things. But for example, if you were about to go to do an exhibition and you wanted everybody, or you got a stand somewhere and you wanted everybody to be in matching polo shirts, you might go somewhere to get those done. Mm-hmm. But then you might think, oh, I'd really like companies like screen printers and things like that will specialize in the clothing. So what these print on demand platforms do is they bring it all together. And also there's print on demand companies that specialize in jewelry. There's ones that specialize in different things. But what I can do then is speak to the customer, find out what it is they want, and get them in the right one.
And get the right quality of what you need as well.
Right.
So I'm guessing that also platforms have, tell me if I'm wrong, I'm guessing, that they have places which they provide, I don't know, a mug or a pen or something. But also, I'm guessing you'd know that some aren't so good as others. So you'd want that quality.
A certain amount of quality control, absolutely. And there's about 50 of these providers. So, and they're very different in the way they work. So some of them will only do personalization. And so the customer, when they're on your actual site or they want to buy something, can then add their own photo and add writing underneath and things like that. Okay. Or, so that's not so much for your own branding, but for example, something like Etsy, something like that. There's places that will specialize in being able to do that. There's places that are more suitable for things like creating your own merchandise. And when you come to it completely new, you're overwhelmed because there's so many. And some of them do 150, 200 different products. And it's like, what have I done?
And you have to put your brand on, your logo on, the right pixels on, the right everything on, the right positioning product, to get what you want. Gosh.
And you can take it a step further as well. And this is the other thing that I do. So as well as you can put your own merchandise on there, you can also, if you want to, come up with a design or something that you want to sell. And you can do that then. So once it's on until you decide to take it off. So it becomes a source of passive income as well.
So if you had this brainwave of a t-shirt that says, I love New York, if ever we'd actually got there before it would actually happen, we'd be multi-millionaires by now, you know. But if you had that passion, you know, if you're into, I don't know, we'll say dogs because we're both into dogs, you know, and we have this, both have this dialogue between our animals, which is funny, then you could actually produce that and it could go on a t-shirt or a whatever.
So one of my designs on the doggy website I've got, although that's really for mixed breed dogs, but this is a more generic thing. It says, some people find tenors in their pockets. I find empty poo bags. And then I've got a little asterisk and I put underneath, hopefully, because they're hopefully empty.
I'm going to say they're hopefully empty, absolutely, yes.
Now that is a really popular one, and it's literally just a saying. It's just a typeface, it's just a font. But where that sells is it's a bit funny, and it's because that's more of a generic thing. It doesn't have to be mixed breed dogs, so it's something I have on Amazon. It's all over the place. Sorry, that sounded like a plug. I didn't mean to do that, but it's.
Right.
I think I'm taking off anyway at the moment. But anyway, so it's something that all of that printing for me on my little Cricut machine, or if I was doing it through sublimation or screen printing or embroidery, would take ages. And if I got an order for 100 of those, apart from the fact I'd be delighted, all of that weeding and all of that time, and then trying to get them in the middle and making sure they're exactly this far down, and all of these things, I'd be, it's not right. It's not.
Oh, I suppose it's like, it's a bit like doing what you love, isn't it, in your business?
Yeah. So I'm doing the fun bits, which is the designing. I'm enjoying that. I do a little bit of writing as well, so I'm enjoying that. So I want to write a book on how to do all this as well, and how to do custom printing, going back to the custom printing. But it frees me up then to teach other people. And you know how when you really love something, you want to share it. That's what I want to do.
Hence we're here. You know, we want to, ICA wants to share the stories of amazing women and their businesses, you know, and also we want you to be able to share you.
Yeah.
You know, because people buy people. Mm-hmm. They don't buy a product most of the time.
That's right. And in this funny world that we've been in, and because I've come from a field sales background where I was very much talking to people all the time, to going to an internet-based job, and then with the pandemic it becoming even more closed in, I need to talk to humans. I miss humans.
Really? How long have we been on this phone call?
Can you
tell? How long we've been on soon? About 5 hours we've been here. It's now midnight. We put the light on. I agree. And I think all of us, you know, whoever we are in our business, need to talk to people, even if we aren't quite as gregarious as we are, and we love talking to each other. But actually, we've only met today, ladies. You know, this is a friendship never to be broken. We're here. We're sorted.
We're bonded.
But even if we aren't this sort of people, you know, we need to tell people who we are. You know, if we could give everybody who's watching a little gift, it is to get out there and share about your business. Because if you don't, no bugger knows you're there. You know, we're not magic. Well, we are in a, you know, but we don't share that bit. But it's like a wand. But we need to share who we are. And people do buy from people, that old saying. But to be able to create something where you bring people together, whether it is a Facebook group and you are a leader of that group.
Right.
You know, it's like networking. Can you remember networking? Back in the day when you turned up at 6:30 and had to eat breakfast? Have you done that?
What, when you could shake people's hands?
Just get the wet wipe out. Yeah, I can't do that. It's just a bit weird. I just stand away. I don't know what to do. That's unsociability bit. I don't know what to do with that.
A Facebook group is more the way to do it, because for all of my sites and for one of the platforms as well, I have pages. So I have Facebook pages. So why is a page not as good as a group?
Well, we're talking Facebook algorithms now. So that's my swear word for the year. Yeah. Algorithms, you know, I can only spell it because spell check does it for me. You know, so it's because Facebook wants us to have a group of people that everybody gets on, or everybody has that ability to chat. So on a Facebook page, you like it.
Yeah.
And then you sod off.
Yeah, it's no commitment there.
There's nothing there. There's nothing to say that I belong to this.
Right.
And with the algorithms out there, Facebook have decided not to share it enough to, so you might have 5,000 people as likes, but actually they're going to share it to a couple of people. No, there's no commitment, so there's no party.
Okay.
So I like to see as a group, as a party that you're inviting people to that you like.
Right.
Yeah. So I like female business owners. So I invite female business owners into the party. And when they're in my group, I provide them the things that I know they're interested in. They're interested about getting organic, attractive clients. So we're not paying out on Facebook ads. We're not paying out on Google ads. We're not doing that sort of thing, but we're talking the language of our group, of our ideal client. So if I'm talking, I'm talking about dogs, animals, polytunnel, doing cozy chat corners, we're talking about business where they go, okay, pick me, because that's helping me.
Right.
And if it helps people, people will talk to you. And if you think of a party and you walk into a party of people that you don't know, what would you do?
So yeah,
you'd go, maybe, or you go, well, there's a group of people over there, I'm going to go and talk to them, whatever.
Depends on the gin quotient.
It does. If you've had a tipple before you've gone in, but generally you're not sure what to do in that party until somebody hosts it and somebody takes you by the hand and go, this is Joe, this is Fred, this is Harry.
Here's the food.
And here's the food, and here's the squash. Okay. I don't know what squash is. This weak water, isn't it? So, and you go, actually, that once you've got a party going on in your group, people start chatting to each other, and your ultimate is that everybody's chatting with each other.
Yeah.
And then Facebook goes, there's a lot of chatter going on in here. So therefore, it must be a good group.
Right. Okay.
So the more chatters going on, the stuff that you're giving, and then everybody's joining in, it will share it more out to the members. If the members have put their head above the parapet, they'll get it sooner because, you've gone, oh, I'm interested in that. Oh, I'm interested in that. But if they haven't, they'll still get it on their feed because they're already a member of that group.
Right. Yeah.
Our mission as business owners is to get the people who are watching interacting. Okay, and that's where we can look at it and go, oh, Joe hasn't spoken to me forever. I'm going to send her a little tag. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
Okay, and then it dings up.
Oh, we've got this going on. Fancy joining? Or we've got this event or this product or this service or this talk or something. Then you can encourage people to interact. And that's what your group's about. So
really, it would be more beneficial if I turned my pages that I diligently posted all the time into groups.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Little gift from me to you and everybody else who's watching.
Thank you. That is really useful, actually. That is. And the whole visibility thing is massive, isn't it? It's what you can work on your website or product or whatever it is you're offering, service, whatever. You can make it polished and perfect and everything, but what is the point if no one knows about it?
It's just shouting into the wind, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing happening.
You can try and tell everybody by spending a fortune on adverts, but if you can do that without, why not? Why wouldn't you?
What's the reason? You absolutely and it is a crafted thing. It's not winging it. It's not waking up on a Monday morning going, what am I going to post today, and then go for it.
So talking about visibility, I want to take you back to Branded and Covered.
Yes, Joe.
So with Branded and Covered, what I've decided to do is, and it's an interesting and different thing as well, so it's like a two-part website. the first part is these courses, guides and services, which are all there and what have you.
Awesome.
And obviously they're valuable in their own right. But all alumni, because I like the word.
I like it as well.
All alumni of my courses, guides and services get to have their own position in the second half of the website, which is a marketplace. And that is a place where people can be visible and they can promote their products if they want to. Some people will be doing these courses because they want to create their own merchandise and they want to keep it private. And they can do that. They don't have to open it up for sale directly. They can do it so that it's there for them to buy and call off whenever they want.
Okay.
Because there's that option too. But equally, they can sell it and have a source of income. So I don't like calling it passive because it's not really passive because you have to do the bit at first. Anyway, but then what is?
Yeah, agree.
So yeah, so then people click on it, they have a link. I don't get any commission from that and I don't get any part of the sale. The sale goes directly to the print on demand platform. They get the royalty or commission or whatever you want to call it, the actual alumni person themselves. And that's it. So it's all about visibility. So it's another storefront, it's another place. And obviously as time goes on and it all grows, that gets more and more seen. So it's a place. And that is kind of just one of the bonuses really of doing it. We also cover things like keywords, keyword research, trademarks, IP, because it's all so important.
And complicated.
Yeah, and it's nice to know that we're not just glossing over that, and you're not going to end up putting Coca-Cola over your top or something. That's not happen. So, or whatever. So yeah.
So what you do in your products then? I've got a little list. We had a little chat earlier. You've got different ranges of products from like a download product where people actually just want to dip their toe in and understand it a little bit. To the fact where you've got that, yes, the DIY, you do it for everybody and you work it for everybody, but also as a private one-to-one, if you work better in one-to-ones.
Well, this is why with Branding Covered, I don't say it's all courses or it's all guides or all services, because it's all three. Because some people will be more than happy, if people who are in the online space already will be more than happy to download the complete step-by-step DIY version, go ahead and do it. They've got it to refer to, they'll print it off and they'll make notes on it, things like that. Alternatively, there's people that won't want that. And we go right up to the other end of the scale. So all these different bits in between. So there's different ways of learning through Zoom, either as a group or one-to-one. And obviously they're all different scales, to a point where there's the VIP service where I just do everything for you, even down to doing mock-up videos and things like that. So you're not having to pay a model. You're not having to get everything all set up. You're not even having to buy your products in to be able to place them and even stick them on a hanger and take photos, because I can do all that for you.
Goodness
so
me.
bells, jewel in the crown.
So we're looking at, if you're a business owner and want to do, well, I've written the words multiple stream of income, so if you wanted to do something that's different, and you can actually go down that printing route of a product, if you've got that idea of a t-shirt, I think I should have done I Love New York. I think that would have been good. I've probably got one there somewhere and I haven't even been.
Frankie says.
Oh, yeah. That says our age. I'm only 21. Yeah. So, but you could do that, or you can actually go to the stage where actually I'm a business owner. I want to have some sort of product of mine, whether I'm going to have a mug. I haven't even got a coffee. You've got your mug on your desk, which is your branding, or, you could wear a t-shirt if you're a therapist or something where it is visual.
Notebooks, anything.
Oh, notebooks. Oh, I like a notebook.
Notebooks, pens, clocks, leggings, trainers, jewelry, all sorts of really random things.
You said like wallpaper.
I had your notebook. I just
I like paper.
Watch straps, sideboards. It's incredible.
Sideboard.
Wallpaper.
My husband would love that.
Pin badges. Oh, face mask. Face mask coming out of my ears.
Face mask.
face mask. I mean, generally with face masks, I print my own anyway. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see all those hanging up there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Face mask, but because I did a lot, probably wonky now.
That's good.
Because I've been doing a lot in the beauty industry, also those shields. So ones where there's a glasses with a perspex bit, and here I put their logo and things like that. I don't like doing them because they're horrible to post.
Don't they go flat?
On demand. Because that's not a problem.
I think it's it's something that I'd not even,
It's a
honestly,
whole world. And the worst things to print for other people are mugs, because sending a mug is a pain. You have to.
I'm going to order one.
You get one of those big not fiberglass. I don't mean fiberglass, do I? One of those big polystyrene things. You can do that. That's fine. You can do that. But it's just, where do you store all of those? But if you do it through print on demand, they do it. It's their problem.
They got warehouses, and I'd have to put it in my garage.
That's it. They do it. And storing mugs is a drag, and they get all dusty and
well, you don't want it. And on a business front, that's waste of cash flow, isn't it?
100%. It is. And I know I'm probably a bit of an old hippie in that, but why? If I'm doing one little item for somebody, a book, right? A book. If I'm doing a book, for example, or a sweatshirt or a mug or whatever, why do I want to make it here and then have to take it to the post office, pack it all up first, take it to the post office? Our post office is one of those ones that you get a ticket like in a meat counter, stand there with all those people who are breathing and everything, and
God forbid,
then it has to go to a warehouse somewhere, then it has to be flown somewhere. All of that, when it could just go electronically somewhere, they print it off, they send it. Not my
bloody perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's great, isn't it?
Has to happen, isn't it?
So you can see I'm so enthusiastic.
And you just can I have a branded scarf?
Yeah, scarves, throws, duvet covers.
That'd be a bit personal, wouldn't it? Duvet cover while I'm on Zoom.
You could have anything. You could have like an arrow. I'm with this idiot. Anything.
Yeah, look who I'm with. Yeah, look, wink.
Sleep.
Yeah, I'm fat from the boobs down. Sorry. Or yeah, I'm wearing my jammies. Are you?
I've got my slippers on.
Yeah, I've got slippers
and
on.
shall I show everyone my secret?
Go on. And a hot water bottle.
From the small of my back, it's lovely.
Oh my God, darlings, we are all real here on ICA TV. If we're pretending to be something else, it's actually not going to be working for you.
You can't sustain it.
You can't, and I think you become poorly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy trying to be someone else. What is it? And everybody else is taken, so you might as well be you.
And even like being a bottle blonde, it doesn't work, because during the coronavirus, everybody finds out.
Well, I went grey, honey. I think it's the
good thing about the grey hairs is it breaks up the roots a bit.
It's the best thing I ever did.
Natural.
Absolutely the best thing I ever did. And it's just like saved me so many hours a week.
I bet it's better condition too.
A lot better condition. It's amazing. So yeah, there's another tip that you never knew you'd know.
Yeah, I've learned.
ICA TV. Go grey. And it's the best thing you've ever done. That's cool. It's cool. Well, I'm going to ask Jo if she could send me all her links to her websites.
Of course.
Okay, and then you'll be anybody watching who is really interested in this product. I think it's a fab thing to do, to go and have a look. But I think the biggest thing that you can do if you're interested in anything that Jo does, or not interested in anything Jo does, just still talk to her. Yeah, just hold a conversation, give her a direct message, or God forbid, there must be a phone number somewhere.
There'll be a phone number. Yeah, I shall add all of this. I'll add the contact page and everything.
And if you become a page member, you will be asked somewhere in the next few weeks to come and join a group. because
Yeah.
you'll be doing, because
Once I've done that. Is there a way to just transfer a page into a group? Oh.
sorry about that. Create your group, and then you can selectively pick the right people.
You'll be invited. You'll be amazed.
Ooh,
I'll come through, because I'll
great.
probably end up doing a group for the beauty one, a group for the mixed breed dogs one, a group for the t-shirts, a group and this is
And you will find then, everybody out there, you find your pages go a little bit quiet because, you know, they're not doing not as much as you were, but you're transferring that data, that information into your group of people who want to talk to you. One of the things to use for your page is that you share from your page.
right.
You can't share from a group.
Right.
Okay. So if you've got anything that you'd like to share out, whether it's a promotion or a video, and you'd like to share it from your page, I think you can share into your, I'd use stories now because it's a new thing than it was, you know, so get out there rather than sending it to your
So there is a good reason to keep your page going as well as your group.
yeah. And what we do with our page is we put interviews on there, so if somebody sees that, and they can share it out to other people.
That makes sense.
So if you've got a little bit of information that you'd like to share out, pop it on there. But honestly, because of the algorithms, it doesn't go far.
They should change algorithm to a 4-letter word.
Might be able to spell it. Oh, my darling, I think that's enlightened me an awful lot, my sweet. I think that's really cool. And having your support to get it right is important, because, you know, our time is precious, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we
Learning
spend time.
people, as I say, I really love learning, and I think we're all here to grow. My dear old dad, bless him, read all his life, and now we've got this wonderful internet thing. It's great. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't watch a TV show now without Googling, where have I seen it?
Just keep scrolling. You go, yeah, I've seen that person, and it's like, I don't know. Oh, they're in that film. Oh, okay. And what year did they? Oh, did you know they're 68? It's like,
I would have hated it. I mean, we didn't know, did we? But now imagine going backwards and not having access to that information and things. It's great, but why put yourself through learning and doing all the pitfalls and everything if somebody can have done all of that for you? They've already done all that. They've worked out what works. They've worked out what doesn't.
And time is precious, isn't it?
That's right. And at the moment, with Branded and Covered, I've only addressed the beginning of it, because there's so many platforms out there. There's like 50 odd platforms out there, and as time goes on, there will be DIY versions, so that it's step-by-step version and everything for as many of these platforms as I think are good enough quality. Obviously the ones that aren't, I'm not touching.
Again, that's a really good thing, because, you know, I could be picking 4 platforms I'm going to learn, and actually they're all rubbish.
Yeah,
why would I do that?
Or the things that you want from them, they all do the same anyway, so what's the point? So yeah, so let me have all that hassle. And also, because I love learning and I like to find out all about the courses that other people do on the marketplace, I want to be able to offer to other people to put their courses on there as well. But I am not, because quality is really important, I am not going to just say, oh yeah, give me some money and I'll stick your course on. That's not what it's going to be. Even if somebody wants to come on it, I need to do that course. I won't put anything on that I haven't done.
Wow.
And I want to know. And if I do the course and it's not up to it, then it's not going on there.
You could learn all sorts of stuff you never knew you needed to learn.
I quite fancy learning glass blowing.
Virtually.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we're opening up. The world's opening up.
Could be fine. Just give was it like a furnace in the corner of your lounge? And
yeah, someone's got one of them.
Awesome. We'll be round. I'm going to say goodbye to you, Jo.
We'll be round and everyone will be drinking out this really wonky leak.
I made this.
Look, I made it. My branding on it.
I'll hold it, you drink. That's funny. I will be. I'm in.
You're in.
It'd be a party. Make sure there's no carpet though.
Lovely to chat, and I'm sorry if I've kept you talking too long.
Oh my darling, it's been awesome. And people keep saying it on the interviews, people buy from people. If we don't know each other, then there's actually nothing going to happen.
No,
You know, we need to
absolutely.
so ring each other and say bye, Joe. Thank you, Sweet Pete, for joining us.
Very much.
And say bye to ICA TV Land. Again, if you are a business owner and you want to have a bit of fun and share about your business, have a chat with us, do give us a shout. I don't know you're there unless you put your hand up. So let me know, direct message me on the group, message me on, God forbid, the page, direct message me to my personal profile, anything. Say, oh, I'd like an interview treat, and we'll sort that out. So we'll all, Andrew, we'll say goodbye. Both of us probably got dogs that need a wee. And and we will say goodbye, my darlings, and we'll see you all on ICA TV Land again. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye.